Sunset Wildkill here, and we're back with Chapter 9 of the Zanvis fanfiction Never Forget Us. As you know, in the last video, Zane happened to faint. So, let's see what happens now. Story is linked in the description. Chapter 9 is called Never Let Him Go. Starts off with Travis's point of view. So, let's begin. Zane's head just smashed into the plate. Quickly, I sat his body upright to see his lip bleeding and a gash on his cheek. Garth ran beside me, checking Zane for any wounds on his head, though he looked much calmer than me, who's in a frenzy. The plate was in pieces as Afmo and Caitlin started to clean it up. I checked his pulse and heartbeat to see how slowly and faintly his heart was beating. His eyes fluttered open, looking into his icy and sharp eye, clearly in confusion and worried. What happened? What happened, Travis? Zane's point of view. I looked up to see Travis and Garth leaning over me, Travis showing deep concern in his jade eyes. What happened, Travis? I groaned, as I put my jacket sleeve over my bloody lip. You passed out just now. You've been unconscious for about 2 minutes. Thank Irene you're okay, Travis said, taking me into his arms. I breathed in and out rapidly, barely catching my own breath. He pulled away and kissed my cheek. Zane, I'm glad you're okay. Do you need to go to the hospital? Garth spoke. Did you take your medication? Travis looked confused by medication, and I remembered he doesn't know about my heart problems. What medication? Travis asked, staring at Garth instead of me. Don't you know, Travis? He has an irregular heartbeat. He takes medication for it, Garth started. I didn't know. Travis spoke. I didn't take it this morning. I ran out, though I didn't think it was a big deal. I spoke up, leaving the blonde and swimmer to stare at me in shock. You didn't? Garth questioned madly. You could die without it. I could feel tears building up in my eyes, though I just sniffled and wiped them away. Don't yell at him, Garth, Travis said. I didn't mean to. I'm going to the pharmacy to pick up his meds, Travis. Drive him back to his place and get him something to eat, he demanded. Travis nodded, taking my hand and helping me up, as my head rushed and everything was a blur. My feet felt like they weren't touching the ground as I realized that Travis was carrying me over his shoulder. The ground moved quickly as the tile floor changed to asphalt, and then to the interior of Travis's green car. He put me into the passenger seat and wrapped the seatbelt around me, then grinned a bit and kissed my cheek. He hopped into the driver's seat and started the car and drove back to my house in silence. Hey, Zane, are you feeling okay? He asked, making my eyes spread wide open, keeping me from falling asleep. I just feel tired, Travis. I need the medication. I groaned as we hit a bump. He nodded, then stopped the car in my driveway and walked me inside. I laid down in my bed, and he sat next to me. Their doorbell rang, and he ran down to get it, and I could faintly hear Garth's voice. Travis ran back up the stairs and handed me the orange capsule, and I drank some water with the pill. I laid back down, and Travis laid down next to me, wrapping his arms around me. Are you feeling better, sweetheart? He asked. I am. Better now that I'm with you. I turned to face him, and he grinned. Zane. His face was bright red. I just stared at him. Everything about him. I wonder what he's thinking. He looked at me and smiled even more. I couldn't help but grin back at his silliness. I love him so much. I put my hands in his pearly white hair and kissed his cheek. He pulled me closer and kissed me on the lips. I closed my eyes and just absorbed into the feeling of his face against mine. I'll never let him go. You're all I ever wanted and more, Travis Felcrum. Damn. So, Zane was all right in the end. So that's a relief. Don't have to worry for nothing. Anyway, like if you liked, comment what you think's gonna happen next, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in chapter 10. So, see you till then. Bye.